Next summer, the Olympics will be held in Tokyo, and there will be 5 new sports that are beloved by many Southern Californians: surfing, skateboarding, karate, baseball, and sport climbing, which is one of my personal favorites. I like sport climbing because it requires an incredible amount of physical strength, but also focus and intelligence. Our Ariel Wessler met one young Olympic hopeful who is already earning his place among the top climbers in the nation. Check it out.
Come on, Cruz! You might say Cruz Padilla is climbing to the top of his game. This was the moment the 11-year-old clinched the sport climbing national championship earlier this month in Pennsylvania. 6 months earlier, he took home the title in bouldering during a national competition in Oregon. And out of 250 guys in various age groups from 8 to 19, he tied for first place overall.
I love being up high, and I like the challenge of trying to get up there.
Cruz trains at Rock City in Anaheim and has been climbing since he was 6. But his parents, Phil and Anna Padilla, saw his passion a bit earlier.
But he would always climb into his crib, climb our walls, climb couches, climb anything he could.
While some parents bribe their kids with candy,
If I ever need him to do anything, I'd say, I'll let you climb the tree. And sure enough, he started climbing the tree.
Cruz trains as much as 20 hours a week.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's every day you have to, your butt's gonna get kicked. It's crazy.
Originally, he thought he'd have to switch sports to achieve his dream of Olympic gold.
Once I realized climbing's gonna be in the Olympics, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do this now.
Tying your passion to competing for your country, what more could parents want?
And to think his debut could coincide with the 2028 Summer Games in LA makes it even sweeter.
We don't have to pay for flights.
That's
Yay.
right.
I'm used to climbing in a lot of the gyms and the setting around here. I'm used to all of that, so it's gonna come to my advantage eventually.
The sport has seen a surge in popularity, becoming more than just a hobby or workout routine.
There are more and more climbing gyms, more and more people getting access to try climbing.
20 years ago, there were only a handful of local climbing gyms.
And now there's probably 10 to 15 throughout the Southern California area.
Cruz already has multiple sponsorships, including Evolve Sports, a climbing apparel company based in Orange County. His coaches say he is constantly pushing himself to be better.
2 years ago, he lost at Sport Nationals. And within 20 minutes of us getting back to the hotel room that day, he was doing push-ups and sit-ups.
If anyone's goal is to win, you have to be willing to put in that extra day, that extra 1%.
It's that level of focus that makes him stand out among his fellow climbers.
He's got the shot to maybe go all the way and be a pro climber or be in the Olympics.
For many, that may sound like an uphill climb. To Cruz, it's about rising to the challenge.
And Ariel Wessler joins us now in studio. I love this kid. He reminds me of one of the kids from Stranger Things, and yet he's so phenomenally, talented. I like climbing, but I just try to climb to the top and not break a leg. What are the official Olympic ways of doing it?
Of climbing, so you've got sport climbing where you're in that harness. Then you've got bouldering, which was his favorite, where you don't have anything. You're free climbing. You're going over boulders, and then you've got speed climbing, which I think is awesome to watch. It's going to be the fastest sport in Olympic history, surpassing a 100-meter dash. The world record right now is 5.5 seconds to climb a 5-story building, if you think about it.
What?
About a story a second.
Oh my God, that's insane. And I see that you've brought a souvenir from your shoot. What is that?
So before I left, Cruz is like, oh, you've got to take this. This is what he uses when he starts to cramp after an intense workout. It's pickle juice. He is sponsored by this company, and he swears by it. He replenishes the electrolytes to have all the salt, and he's one of the few people in the youth competition that uses this, but he says this is the way to go.
He swears by it, and it's organic. I might grab that for my workout later on today. Thank you so much, Ariel. And coming up on Inside the Issues, this is not yet an Olympic sport.